In this lesson, we're going to have a look at how we can add some straps that are holding the buckle. The top strap needs to be positioned in the middle here. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to merge the pieces together. Select both edges, right-click, and choose Merge. Merge the trim as well. Then create a square pattern. I'll start with 4x4. Position it in front of the pouch. I'm going to scale it up a bit. Now create an internal line on top of the flap. The length of the line should be the same with the width of your strap. In my case, it's 6.15. Now we're going to connect the strap to the internal line. If you look at our reference, notice how the connection is happening slightly lower and not exactly on the edge of the strap. Let's mimic that by creating an edge offset. .5 should work. Connect the lines. Make sure your sewing is nice and straight. I need to reverse mine. And let's freeze the entire pouch first before simulating, so we can focus on the strap only. All right, next we're going to create an extension of the strap and make it fold on itself. Right-click on the lower edge and choose Offset Pattern Outline. Now let's create an internal line here in the middle. First, I'm going to split this edge in two, just to find where is my middle. And then we can easily draw a horizontal line exactly in the middle. Add a bending angle of 0 to force the strap folding in. And now we can fasten the folding with sewing. Add an internal line here. Create an offset. Same here at the bottom. And connect the internal lines. All right, let's bring the gravity back to minus 9,800. And let's connect this line to the flap back here. To determine where to put the internal line on the flap, I'm going to first measure the length of the strap from here. There's no segment here. Let's add a point at the intersection. Okay, so the length of the strap from this sewing is 7.15. And I'm going to offset this line by 7.15. There we go. Connect the lines and make sure the sewing is not reversed. Hit simulate. Something is obviously off, so let's undo that and quickly debug the problem. So it is this line that needs to be connected to the flap. Delete this sewing and connect the other line instead. All right, that's a bit cleaner, but the simulation is still struggling, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove the bending angle here. Let's have a look. If the strap starts wrapping around the frozen garment, move it out while the simulation is paused, set it to layer 1, and then simulate again. All right, looks good. Let's add some resolution. And perhaps let's change the material to a less rigid one. That's better. I think we could actually introduce some bending angle to force the fold to relax more. All right, the top strap is almost ready. Let's allow the interacting parts to simulate together to make sure there are no issues. Unfreeze the top. And I'm gonna pin a big portion of the flap to constrain most of the folds. Hit simulate. We might need to turn off the gravity, it's a bit too strong. And let's remove this stitch. Perhaps it causes more problems than it helps. All right, adjust the position to your liking, and let's create the bottom strap. So the bottom strap needs to be positioned somewhere around here on our front pattern. I'm going to copy the existing strap and try and adjust its proportions according to my reference. First, I'm going to transform it vertically. Let's freeze the top part so we can focus on one thing at a time. I'm going to add a pin so it doesn't fall. Looks like it's straggling. Let's give it a rigid material. Help it unfold. And don't worry too much about the intersections for now. I'll go ahead and connect the bottom. Let's first add a point here in the middle to help us determine the center of the pattern. Then copy this inner line and paste it on the front pattern. The smart guides should help you snap the line to the center of the pattern. Find out where your bottom internal line is. Mine is up here. I'll quickly rotate it. And connect the lines. All right, now let's solve this intersection here. I'm going to delete the sewing to help the garment to unfold, tweak it a bit, and then connect the lines back again. There we go. Assign a less rigid material, and we're almost done. Last thing I would like to do is I would like to add a connecting pattern between the straps. It will serve us as a buckle placeholder and give us some tension that will keep the straps in the desired position. A simple square pattern should be enough. Position it closer to the pouch, and let's connect the straps. So we want this line to be connected here. Make sure the sewing is not reversed. And this line needs to be connected here. There we go. We're pretty much done. You can unfreeze the top to allow the garments to interact with each other. Tweak it as much as you need, and in our next lesson we're going to add some stitches to our pouch.